It's Monday morning and a suspended Erie police officer is due back in court as closing arguments are set to begin in her homicide by motor vehicle trial. It's 8 a.m. Good day, Erie. I'm Elena LaQuatra. I'm in for Tracy. First today, Pennsylvania State Police and first responders were involved in a search and rescue operation. It's new this morning on Fox. It was reported in the area of Route 6 and 19 near Mill Village late Sunday night. A boy was found by first responders after about an hour. He reportedly refused treatment at the scene. Multiple fire departments and agencies from across Erie and Crawford counties were called to assist in the search. We'll have more on this story as it develops on our website, yourerie.com, and on our social media channels. Closing arguments are expected to begin this morning in the homicide by motor vehicle trial involving Cheryl Fry. Fry sat through more than 3 days of testimony last week. She's charged with driving drunk, causing a three-car collision, and killing 57-year-old Wade Schultze. Her attorney on Friday said that Fry was targeted because of her police officer status. The defense finished calling its witnesses late Friday afternoon. The trial for a fatal 2017 shooting could get underway today. Jury selection began last week for the trial of Jalen Reynolds and Taisha Santiago. They are charged with the shooting death of 28-year-old David Tate Jr. He was shot in the 1300 block of East 20th Street on June 29th of last year, and he died at an Erie hospital a short time later. Opening statements are expected to begin this morning. Brian Moles also scheduled to appear. He's entering a plea today. The Edinburgh doctor was arrested in June of last year for having guns at the Trump Hotel in Washington, D.C. Moles is charged with carrying a handgun without a license and possession of unregistered ammunition. More news is coming up in just a minute, but first, meteorologist Dan Rupp has your Fox First forecast. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, Elena. We're starting off the day with some very muggy conditions and also some warm temperatures out there already. Let's take a look at the sky cam in Conneaut Lake. Lots of high clouds out there. Still mostly sunny, though, with the channel lock sky cam. Live pinpoint Doppler. We are dry right now in the proximity, but there is some showers and storms towards our north. We'll take a look at that in a bit. 82 degrees right now at the airport. Crazy this early already. Southwest winds 11 miles per hour. First forecast 83, mostly sunny skies at 9 a.m. Today at noon, 84, chance of storms continuing through 5 p.m. 91, getting pretty hot out there. We'll have your full forecast coming up in just a bit here. We'll send it back to you, Elena.
Thank you, Dan. A destructive fire breaks out in an Erie home and even damages a nearby business. The fire was reported at a home in the 1200 block of Buffalo Road Sunday evening. A crowd gathered outside as smoke poured out from the windows. Some people at the scene say they could see the smoke from blocks away. No injuries are reported, and the owner of the house, fortunately, was not home at the time.
So my son said, "Mommy, there's smoke in the air." And I said, well, let me come down here. And I asked some young kids what happened down here. And they said the house next to the barber shop was on fire. And I know of the gentleman. I was coming down to make sure there wasn't no casualties and just to pray and make sure everybody was safe.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. The blaze also damaged the backside of AJ's barber shop, which neighbors the house. A violent crash in Mill Creek Township lands 2 people in the hospital. The accident happened about 2 a.m. Sunday in the 3300 block of Westlake Road in front of the Calvary Cemetery. The 2 people were briefly trapped in their vehicle and had to be freed by first responders. They were both transported to the hospital. The cause of the crash is under investigation. And at about 11:30 Saturday night, a car collided with a power pole at East 19th and French Streets. No injuries were reported, but the car did sustain major damage. Erie police are looking into this accident. If you're thinking about spending some time on Lake Erie this summer, the Coast Guard is encouraging everyone to mark your belongings before heading out. Tiara Braddock finds out why.
As people head into Lake Erie to have some fun, the Coast Guard is urging people to put their contact info on their belongings.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a smart idea to have, your things marked, and if you lose them or if something happens to them, be able to get them back.
The Vickery siblings say being responsible while out on the water is important to them.
We're all educated. We're all licensed and boater licensed, and our dad always goes over safety procedures and tries to make sure we all know what we're doing.
The Coast Guard recommends that people use their app to help with tracking watercrafts, weather, and much more.
You can file a float plan, so it sends it to the Coast Guard, and if you are late, it'll send a notification to the nearest station. So there's a bunch of different things that you can use for the Coast Guard app.
Petty Officer Nicholas Durfee says the Coast Guard gives out stickers and people can write their contact info on them.
If there's stickers on that kayak, then we could actually try contacting them right away. and just asking if they're okay, if they're misplaced their kayak, and it'll cut down on search times dramatically.
And the Coast Guard recommends people mark all of their items from kayaks, life jackets to coolers. Tiara Braddock, Fox 66 News.
Everyone likes to spend a nice summer evening outdoors. Unfortunately, so do mosquitoes. This is a story affecting your health. They are known to bite more frequently at dusk and dawn, but it's important to remember that they can bite really any time of the day. They're more than just a nuisance. They can carry dangerous viruses. So depending on where you are and where you're traveling, a mosquito bite can be quite serious. It's also important to keep an eye out for any symptoms of illness within 2 weeks. If you are bit, you have to resist the urge to scratch.
You don't want to scratch it because the more you scratch, the more you want to scratch, and you always run a risk of infection.
What can you do to stop them? You can wear long sleeves, long pants, along with protective spray that contains DEET when you know you're going to be outdoors for a longer period of time. Let's turn to some good news now. A legendary local diver and former Presque Isle lifeguard returns to Erie to meet with some community members. Hobie Billingsley was at Presque Isle State Park to give a presentation and sign copies of his book, Challenge: How to Succeed Beyond Your Dreams. The free program took place at the Stull Interpretive Center. Billingsley won the Pennsylvania State Diving Championship and the AAU Senior National Diving Championship his senior year at Strong Vista High School back in 1944.
He's a link to our past that we've had great swimmers and divers, and he was also a lifeguard out here, and we've had lifeguards out here for 70, 80 years.
At 92 years old, he still serves the public through motivational speaking. Celebrating local pride was the theme of one citywide event, Corey Fest. It's been a staple of the city's summer festivities for more than 50 years. Saturday's festivities kicked off with a parade with people packing the streets. After that, they enjoyed local vendors and some music.
Because the community gets to come out, but also we have people who come in from out of town who haven't realized what a treasure Corey is.
Events also included art in the park with demonstrations from area artists. Speaking of Corey, David Belmondo takes us to Entech Plastics this morning, and every piece manufactured at Entech is made in America, made right here.
It's a given. The quality has to be there. If you don't have the quality, you're not going to compete in the marketplace.
Kevin Garrett, he started Entech Plastics in 1996. Back then, he had 2 machines. Well, 20 years later, his business has grown to 23 machines and handles a diverse group of customers.
We make products in the electronics industry, lawn and garden, automotive, medical, consumer products, so pretty diversified.
One of the major parts produced that you might recognize are the pumps that go into sprayer bottles.
So if you go to the store, go to Lowe's or Home or Walmart, and get a bottle of insecticide or weed killer or something like that, we make the pumps that go into those bottles.
Truck Light is also a customer. It provides lights for trucks and other components. A job well done.
In fact, we were the supplier of the year for North America for Truck Light in 2015.
The success of this business is given in part to the employees that work here.
They are the most important part of the business. They are dedicated, hardworking, intelligent.
It's amazing. You walk through the shop, you speak to everybody, and you try to know their business enough so you can make sure that this environment's going to be good for them.
Made in America, Made Right Here is presented by Channel Lock. To nominate a local business you'd like to see featured, click on the news tab at yourerie.com.
The Tudup family is a little bit bigger this morning. Tracy and her husband Jesse welcomed Grady Reen Tudup to the world at 12:37 p.m. on Saturday. Little Grady shares a birthday with Tracy's brother, and his name has a special meaning too.
For whatever reason, my husband and I like the name Grady, and Reen is his middle name, and that is my dad's middle name, so that's why we picked that one. Each of my boys has a family name for a middle name.
Okay. Mom and baby are doing great. Tracy says she's thrilled to be a mom of 3 boys. Her oldest boys, Austin and Connor, are excited to be big brothers. Hopefully we'll meet baby Grady here at the station live on our show sometime soon. Time now is 8:09 and we're off to the races. Coming up on Good Day Erie, an annual tradition returns despite rumors that it wouldn't happen. That event has kids competing for a big prize.
This is Fox 66 News Good Day Erie. See news happening? Shoot it. Then send it to us via Facebook or the Your Erie to Go app on your smartphone. See it, shoot it, send it.
Blackjack Sports Bar and Grill thanks you, Erie, for making us your 2018 People's Choice winner for Erie's Best Wings with Wednesday Wing Night. Enjoy award-winning wings and drink specials Wednesday nights with 20% off your wing order. Located inside Quality Inn Suites and Conference Center by the casino.
For 50 years, value has helped you build, store, design, grow, upgrade, paint, learn, one project at a time. Save 50% on the Aqualife High Spout Kitchen Faucet in chrome or satin nickel, now just $44.97. These ever-ready gold batteries in a variety of sizes are only $1. Save over 50%. 50 years of DIY, one project at a time.
Wherever your journey takes you, across the highways and byways, along the avenues and boulevards, one thing is clear. All signs point to your local Honda dealer. Right now, drive the unmistakable 2018 Honda Civic or the new redesigned Honda Accord. Stop by your local Honda dealer or visit shophonda.com.
Blackjack Sports Bar and Grill now open for lunch weekdays 11 to 2 and happy hour 5 to 7. Try our award-winning wings, amazing pizza with homemade sauce, and freshly made burgers. Blackjack Sports Bar and Grill inside Quality Inn Suites and Conference Center on Perry Highway by the casino. Alex Share Jewelers will pay you top dollar for your gold. Broken jewelry, top dollar. Damaged jewelry, top dollar. Gold, silver, platinum, diamonds, and coins all are worth, that's right, top dollar. Don't send your gold and silver away. Walk into Alex Share Jewelers and walk out with extra cash in your pocket today. Come and find out what your gold and silver is worth. Evaluations are always free. Alex Share Jewelers gives you top dollar. Alex Share Jewelers, 4520 Peach Street.
From your weather authority, here's meteorologist Dan Rupp.
Hey, welcome back and good morning. I'm Dan Rupp. I'm filling in for Tom DeVecchio. He has off for the rest of the week. So let's take a look at the Skycam, of course. HumusForCars.com at the Bayfront. We have some nice sunshine right now in the area and some high cirrus clouds. So mostly sunny skies out there for the most part, but those will increase throughout the day. Live pinpoint Doppler, no rain in the close proximity here. So the morning, I think, is going to be dry. Now in the afternoon, we'll have a chance of showers and storms, but this is the main bit here with the front. That's going to drift down towards the south and give us the showers and thunderstorms towards sunset and afterwards. So temperatures right now 74 in Meadville, 82 in Erie. So Erie is the hot spot this early, already in the 80s, which is pretty crazy. Dew points are in the 70s, so sultry, muggy atmosphere out there for everybody. Southwest winds. They're giving us, keeping the warm temperatures here and those dew points. But that will change once this moves through and kind of relieve the conditions. High pressures in control down towards the south. But again, this will move slowly down towards us. Now, the Storm Prediction Center does have everybody in a marginal risk, so a storm or two could potentially be severe. And the main threat looks to be damaging winds. I think the main severe threat will be with that front, which will be around sunset. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Here's your futurecast. So some showers and storms might pop up in the afternoon hours. You can see this is 12:56 p.m. and there's something popping up right there in Warren County. So mainly inland and towards the mountains. Now this is our main front right here, so that kind of overspreads the whole area with the shower activity. That moves through tonight, and then we have the wind shift towards the north, and that will cool us off and bring those dew points down, so we'll feel a lot more comfortable for Tuesday. So we'll look at your forecast here. Today, 91 for a high, 87 mountains. Storms will be probable late. Tonight, more likely with low temperatures in the 60s. And for tomorrow, high temperature 78, so we start to cool down here. 80 inland. Clouds will diminish. We'll start to see more sunshine later. But first, we'll have a chance of some morning rain showers left over there. So here's a look at your 7-day forecast. 91 to 78, a chance of shower storms still on Wednesday. First day of summer on Thursday, 6:07 a.m., high of 77, and then more sunshine on Friday. Another shot of showers and storms on Saturday. You can find that forecast and all of our sky cams on yourerie.com. Send it over to you, Elena.
Thank you, Dan. It was a near-perfect weekend to enjoy great music and good times at the Cambridge Springs Music Festival. The Riverside Inn hosted this festival for more than 3 decades. Even though the building burned to the ground last May, the town is continuing this event. Several thousand people attended the event this weekend, and all the funds collected will go to the Cambridge Springs Fire Department. And more than 25 hot air balloons took flight at the Thurston Classic. One of those balloons included the Jet 24 Fox 66 and YourErie.com Shining Light balloon. Thousands of people checked out the hot air balloons at Robertson Field on the campus of Allegheny College in Meadville. Here in Erie County, it was a night train enthusiasts wait for all year long. We're talking about the annual Night at the Railroad Museum in Northeast. After 28 hours, the Lakeshore Railway Museum stayed open for folks to come and enjoy the rails.
The thing, though, is you can come here and watch trains at night. Safe environment. It's lit. Look around. Everyone's enjoying it.
This is the 6th year for the Night at the Railroad Museum event. And kids were casting their lines, hoping to catch the big one at Camp Sherwin during the annual fishing derby. Derby prizes were provided in several categories, and all participants received a free hot dog. Can't go wrong with a hot dog. Today's poll question is, where do you prefer to fish in the Erie region? That question will be posted all day. Just log on to YourErie.com and vote. And be sure you tune in tomorrow to see how your answer compares with everyone else. A fight breaks out at one local park, but it was all for a good cause. The first ever equipped for summer and water balloon fight at Roger Young Park in Erie. It's an event that brings families together for a little summer fun. Organizers of this event say it's the largest water balloon fight in the city.
I'm here today to have a giant water balloon fight with all my friends and family.
This is where the kids need to be, something to do for the kids and let them have fun, steady out there, that violent stuff. We don't want that. We want the kids to have fun.
Man, it's beautiful. I've been working with kids for over 25 years, and just to see everybody, you know, the parents out here and actually participating in the activities, we can't ask for nothing better.
Hundreds of kids participated in the event. Those who put the event together say they plan to grow it for next year. An Erie tradition that dates back to the 30s will keep rolling for years to come, despite rumors that this was the last year. Kristen Nielsen takes us to the All-American Soapbox Derby.
The summer season is a great time for some old-fashioned soapbox derby racing.
You know, we have a bunch of camaraderie between all these kids. A lot of them have been racing for years, and they're all, you know, it's a big family is what it is.
Jerry Dobmeyer has been the director of the Erie Soapbox Derby for more than 3 decades. He tells us that this race in Erie dates back to the 30s, with just a few years lapse in the 60s.
Back in first part of the 70s, they started back up again.
And what made you want to bring it back?
I didn't bring it back. I just got elected. They appointed me, and I've been one since.
The kids here range from about 7 years old to 17. Dozens of them line up to find out who's the fastest of the 3 divisions.
And for the fastest racer in each division of this derby, they'll be headed to Akron.
Last year, my brother got in 4th place, but this year, I hope I beat him.
For Kelsey Garbrandt and her family, racing seems to come naturally.
And I just love having my family members here because they're like cheering for me. But when you have like racing in your blood, it's real easy for you.
Erie is one of only about 50 cities in the U.S. that holds soapbox derbies. Dobmeyer says he's hopeful that this event will be around for future generations. Kristen Nielsen, Fox 66 News.
And the time right now is 8:19 a.m. Temperature 82 degrees.
Also coming up on Good Day Erie, it was an incredible weekend at the box office, but did some animated superheroes break records that critics predicted? Find out next.
Steel, the power you need from the name you trust. Right now, pick your power, fuel or battery. Pick one of our easy-to-use battery-powered trimmers or our hard-working fuel-powered trimmers. Your nearby Steel dealer can help you decide what's right for you. Visit SteelDealers.com.
Sometimes, bipolar I disorder can make you feel unstoppable. But mania such as unusual changes in your mood, activity, or energy levels, can leave you on shaky ground. Help take control by talking to your doctor. Ask about Vraylar. Vraylar is approved for the acute treatment of manic or mixed episodes of bipolar I disorder in adults. Clinical studies showed that Vraylar reduced overall manic symptoms. Vraylar should not be used in elderly patients with dementia due to increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. High cholesterol and weight gain, high blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, decreased white blood cells, which can be fatal, dizziness upon standing, falls, seizures, impaired judgment, heat sensitivity, and trouble swallowing may occur. You're more than just your bipolar I. Ask about Vraylar.
I used to drive a Nissan, now I drive a Kia.
You can change too. Lease a new Kia Forte for only $189 a month with 0 down at Auto Express Superstore.
I want to see ya in a Kia.
I used to drive a Ford, now I drive a Kia.
You can change too. Lease an all-wheel drive Kia Sportage for only $199 a month with 0 down.
I want to see ya in a Kia.
From your weather authority, here's meteorologist Dan Rupp.
Hope everyone's having a great morning. Certainly a bit uncomfortable out there with those very high dew points. And look outside. Here's the sky cam at Edinburgh University. We have some nice sunshine. So the morning's starting off really nice. Well, uncomfortable, but still, you know, you have the sun. It's a nice spring day, 78 degrees, and we have the winds about southwest at 8 miles per hour. Live pinpoint Doppler, no rain in the proximity right now, so we are on the dry side, but we look towards the north, and we have this system right here. This is actually a front that's going to be drifting south. Now, there's not a whole lot going on right here, but I think, and also the models have some storms forming, developing later on in the day, and those will move down towards the south. So it looks like we will eventually get rain here. Temperatures right now, 73 Bradford, 82 for Erie. So Erie is the hottest right now. Dew points in the 70s. It is a thick atmosphere out there. Southwest winds 6 to 11 miles per hour. And your surface map shows the front right there. We have a high pressure right now, but this will eventually sag to the south and move through and actually relieve us from those very high temperatures and dew points. So we are in a marginal risk right now from the Storm Prediction Center for severe weather. That is the lowest category. So there could be an isolated storm that becomes severe. Looks like the main threat with this will be damaging winds. So futurecast here, we have a chance of showers and storms for the afternoon, but the main thing will be towards sunset when that front makes it. You can see a lot more coverage with the showers and storms. That moves through tonight and towards the morning. Have a chance of rain, but for the most part, it will be dry on Tuesday. Winds will be out of the north, so we get some cooler temperatures and the dew points start to decrease. So for today, high temperature 91 lakeshore, 90 inland, and 87 for the mountains. Very hot and sticky. Storms will become more probable late towards sunset and likely, I think, after sunset. 68 lakeshore and 63 for the mountains. Then tomorrow, your high temperature is a little bit cooler. Clouds start to diminish, and we'll just have a chance of some morning rain. Here's your 7-day forecast, 91 to 78. And we have another chance there for Wednesday at 76 degrees. First day of summer on Thursday at 77. Heating back up on Friday at 81 degrees. Find all of that, of course, on yourerie.com. But your trivia, this is a long line of strong storms that develop due to a common forcing mechanism. Elena will take a guess at that later on.
I sure will. I'm not really sure which one it is, so.
Let me just guess.
We'll usually do. It's time now to meet the cutest pet of the week, thanks to Country Fair.
This picture was sent in by Michelle. Meet Bear, which is actually a kitten.
Oh,
cute.
So cute. It looks very ferocious.
It does.
I'm definitely scared of that little thing. You can upload a picture of your pet on our website, yourerie.com. You'll find a link on our contest page. A long-awaited sequel roared into theaters this weekend with a debut you might call incredible. David Daniel has that and the rest of the box office top 5.
Deadpool 2 spent its 5th straight weekend in the top 5, making $8.8 million for a domestic total of $295 million. Solo: A Star Wars Story fell to 4th. $9.1 million gave the prequel $193 million domestic.
Engage no contact protocol.
Tag took 3rd place in the box office game, opening with $14.6 million.
Why do you need to do this?
Because it's what I'm good at.
Ocean's 8 lost the top spot, but still stole away with $19.6 million for a 10-day total of $79 million.
Oh, yeah. This one's electric.
What's that mean?
Means it's torquey. Get the hang of it.
You will be great.
I will be great.
Great is an understatement. The superhero sequel Incredibles 2 debuted with a staggering $180 million. Easily the biggest animated opening ever and the 8th best debut weekend in domestic box office history. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Beyonce and Jay-Z surprised everyone over the weekend by releasing their long-awaited joint album. It's titled Everything Is Love. The 9-track project is credited to the Carters. Sean Carter, of course, is Jay-Z's birth name. For now, Everything Is Love is available only on Jay-Z's Tidal streaming service.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom continues to roar internationally, $370 million in box office sales so far. That's in advance of its U.S. opening Friday. It's a familiar phenomenon for Ariana Richards, who was 12 when she played Lex in the original Jurassic Park.
I was just enjoying myself so immensely, being on this set full of dinosaurs. I never even knew what dinosaur would show up the day that I was working, and working with Steven and everything and the whole team. But then when it just skyrocketed worldwide, that was a big surprise for me as a kid, to just be swept up in this whirlwind.
Not nearly as big as Gotti, starring John Travolta as mafia boss John Gotti. The crime drama debuted with just $1.7 million. The reviews didn't help. Gotti scored 0% on RottenTomatoes.com. At last check, 23 critics had weighed in on the film for the site, and all 23 rated it rotten.
Ouch. Stars hit the red carpet Saturday for the MTV Movie and TV Awards in Santa Monica, California. Kim Kardashian debuting a new braided hairstyle while posing with her mom, Kris Jenner. Black Panther stars Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. Jordan also in attendance. Comedian Tiffany Haddish hosting the show. The awards show airs tonight on MTV.
I bet you love Kim K's new look. You follow it religiously.
Yeah, I just follow her on all social media, keep up to date with all the fashion.
You keep up with the Kardashians.
Yeah, no.
Time now is 8:27, straight ahead at 8:30 on Good Day Erie. Some local teenagers are getting a first-hand look at what it's like to be a police officer. We'll take you there.
Another look at your weather after the break.
Are you taking care of a disabled loved one? We are a home care company that can pay you for taking care of your family member, neighbor, or friend. If your family member or someone you know has a long-term disability and is a Pennsylvania resident, they may qualify for home and community-based services. If you already service a loved one and are not receiving weekly and time-and-a-half pay, call Excel Home Care. Financial support for you while you support your loved one.
This is Sheila. She got satellite. I get tons of HD. Spectrum has tons of HD and primetime on demand.
I had to get special equipment for on demand. Plus, sometimes in the rain, our services go out.
Because of that dish on your roof?
Get Spectrum TV $29.99 a month. Call 844-538-2999.
And Spectrum Internet starts at 100 megabits with no data caps.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Get Spectrum Internet $29.99 a month. Call 844-538-2999.
Spectrum Voice has unlimited nationwide calling with no additional taxes and fees.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract, and I'd have to pay $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contract, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. Calling Spectrum.
Spectrum TV, Internet, and Voice. $29.99 a month each. Call 844-538-2999.
I don't want him moving in over there unless you're comfortable with it.
Of course I'm comfortable. Having my parents together for the first time in my life.
On the next Mom.
You think you guys will get married?
Whatever happens, you'll always be our little bastard.
Christy's dad is moving in.
Well, I can't make a decision until I talk it over with my girlfriend. What do you say, dollface?
I say take it, baby. Just stay away from the building manager. That dame's trouble.
Next Mom.
Today at 5 on Fox 66.
Start your mornings off right with Good Day Erie weekdays on Fox 66.
Fox 66 News with Tracy Tudum. meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, and Craig Smiley with sports. This is Fox 66 News. Good Day, Erie.
It's Monday morning and 2 people are charged with the 2017 shooting death of an Erie man. That trial is expected to begin in the coming hours. It's 8:30 a.m. Good Day, Erie. I'm Elena LaQuatra. I'm in for Tracy this morning. First on Fox, Pennsylvania State Police and first responders were involved in a search and rescue operation. That story is new this morning. It was reported in the area of Route 6 and 19 near Mill Village late Sunday night. A boy was found by first responders after about an hour of searching. He reportedly refused treatment at the scene. Multiple fire departments and agencies from across Erie and Crawford counties were called to assist in the search. We'll have more on this story as it develops on our website at yourerie.com and on social media. Closing arguments are expected this morning in a homicide by motor vehicle trial involving a suspended Erie police officer. Cheryl Fry sat through more than 3 days of testimony last week. She's charged with driving drunk, causing a 3-car collision and killing 57-year-old Wade Schulte. Her attorney on Friday said that Fry was targeted because of her police officer status. The defense finished calling its witnesses late Friday afternoon. The trial for a fatal 2017 shooting could get underway today. Jury selection began last week for the trial of Jalen Reynolds and Taisha Santiago. They are charged with the shooting death of 28-year-old David Tate Jr. He was shot in the 1300 block of East 20th Street on June 29, 2017, and he died at an Erie hospital a short time later. Opening statements are expected to begin this morning. Brian Moles is scheduled to enter a plea today. The Edinburgh doctor was arrested in June of last year for having guns at the Trump Hotel in Washington, D.C. Moles is charged with carrying a handgun without a license and possession of unregistered ammunition. More news is coming up in just a minute, but first, meteorologist Dan Rupp has your Fox First forecast. Hey, Dan.
Hi, Elena. Already hot out there, especially in Erie in the 80s, and muggy dew points. We have dew points in the 70s. Feels a bit gross out there, a little bit nasty, right? Here's your Skycam shot in downtown Erie, St. Peter Cathedral. We have lots of sunshine this morning. Live pinpoint Doppler, not picking up any rain, but there is some towards our north. 82 degrees at the airport. Southwest winds at 11 miles per hour. Your first forecast, 83 at 9 a.m. Noon, 84 with a chance of thunderstorms, and still keeping that chance at 5 p.m. with 91 degrees. More details with your forecast coming up. Back to you, Elena.
Thank you, Dan. A fast-moving fire destroys an Erie home and damages a nearby business. The fire was reported at a home in the 1200 block of Buffalo Road Sunday evening. A crowd gathered outside as smoke poured out of the windows. Some people at the scene say they could see the smoke from blocks away. No injuries are reported. The owner of the house, fortunately not home at the time.
So my son said, "Mommy, there's smoke in the air." And I said, well, let me come down here. And I asked some young kids what happened down here. And they said the house next to the barber shop was on fire. And I know of the gentleman. I was coming down to make sure there wasn't no casualties and just to pray and make sure everybody was safe.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. The blaze also damaged the backside of AJ's barber shop, which neighbors the house. A violent crash in Mill Creek Township injures 2 people. The accident happened about 2 a.m. Sunday in the 3300 block of Westlake Road in front of the Calvary Cemetery. The 2 were briefly trapped in their vehicle and had to be freed by first responders. They were both transported to the hospital. The cause of the crash is under investigation. And at about 11:30 Saturday night, a car collided with a power pole at East 19th and French Streets. No injuries were reported, but the car did sustain major damage. Erie police are looking into this accident. If you're thinking about spending some time on Lake Erie this summer, the Coast Guard is sharing ways to keep you safe. They say putting your contact info on items can help in an emergency, or if those items are stolen, they can hopefully be returned. The Coast Guard has stickers that can be used so you can write down your info. There's also a Coast Guard app that helps with tracking watercraft, weather, and more.
File a float plan, so it sends it to the Coast Guard, and if you are late, it'll send a notification to the nearest station. So there's a bunch of different things that you can use for the Coast Guard app.
The Coast Guard, of course, reminding people not to drink and boat this summer. Everyone likes to spend a nice summer evening outdoors, but that relaxation can be interrupted by the familiar pinch of a mosquito bite. This is a story affecting your health. Mosquitoes are known to bite more frequently at dusk and dawn, but it's important to remember that they can bite any time of the day. They're more than just a nuisance. They can carry dangerous viruses, so depending on where you are and where you're traveling, a mosquito bite can be quite serious. It's also important to keep an eye out for any symptoms of illness within 2 weeks of getting bit.
The best thing to do is if you do get bit, you can apply a cold washcloth to the area in question, and you can apply a topical anti-itch spray or lotion. And if you need to take some ibuprofen or some acetaminophen, that might help the swelling.
So what can you do to stop the bites? You can wear long sleeves and long pants along with protective spray that contains DEET when you know you're going to be outdoors over a long period of time. Let's turn to some good news now. Legendary local diver and former Presque Isle lifeguard Hobie Billingsley returns to Erie. Billingsley was at Presque Isle State Park to give a presentation and sign copies of his book, Challenge: How to Succeed Beyond Your Dreams. The free program took place at the Stull Interpretive Center. Billingsley won the PA State Diving Championship and the AAU Senior National Diving Championship in his senior year at Strong Vincent High School back in 1944.
He's a link to our past that we've had great swimmers and divers, and he was also a lifeguard out here, and we've had lifeguards out here for 70, 80 years.
At 92 years old, he still serves the public through motivational speaking. Another year, another camp cadet on the campus of Allegheny College. Kristen Nielsen was in Meadville to speak with some current and past cadets about what to expect.
Your left, your left, left, right, left.
Camp Cadet is a training course for teens hosted by Pennsylvania State Police Troop E. This program, held every year at Allegheny College, gives teens ages 13 to 15 a taste of law enforcement life.
They get to spend a week with us, troopers and some other staff from the community, and they're going to learn a lot. Some of it's about law enforcement. We have other speakers coming in. We'll teach them about other things just to help them out with life in general.
During this week, nearly 100 cadets will be put to the test with a variety of training exercises.
It's challenging. It's not impossible. Every single kid that starts is going to finish. We make sure of that. We encourage them, and also all the other kids encourage each other.
Some of these teens who perform exceptionally well will be asked to return next year as senior cadets to help guide new cadets through the program. Some of the cadets who complete this training will go on to pursue law enforcement careers.
PA State Troopers where I'm looking at, so it's great to have role models here and look up to them and see them and know that someday that'll be me.
McKenna Mercier is serving as a senior cadet at this year's camp. She has wanted to be a state trooper ever since she was 5, when tragically her grandfather was murdered.
And so I want to be a PA State Trooper so I can help more crimes like that, help a 5-year-old, turn it into a good experience instead of a bad one.
Her advice for those coming to Camp Cadet for the first time?
You're going to have some hard times, but it is what you make it, so just try to make it be great.
In Meadville, Kristen Nielsen, Fox 66 News.
The Tudup family is a little bit bigger this morning. Tracy and her husband Jesse welcomed Grady Reen Tudup to the world at 12:37 p.m. on Saturday. Little Grady shares a birthday with Tracy's brother, and his name has some special meaning too.
For whatever reason, my husband and I like the name Grady, and Reen is his middle name, and that is my dad's middle name, so that's why we picked that one. Each of my boys has a family name for a middle name.
Okay. Mom and baby are doing great. That little Grady's so precious. Tracy says she's thrilled to be a mom of 3 boys now. Her oldest boys, Austin and Connor, are very excited to be big brothers. The time now is 8:38, and plastics are starting to go away. Coming up on Good Day Erie, McDonald's is working out a way to get rid of the single-use items to help out the environment. But are they coming soon? We'll tell you when we come back.
This is Fox 66 News Good Day Erie.
Hi, it's Jason Perico. The weather is finally heating up, and so are the deals on the 2018 North American Car of the Year. Lease the all-new redesigned 2018 Honda Accord LX CVT for only $199 a month. Yes, only $199 a month for the #1 car in all of North America. Gear up for summer at Bianchi Honda.
Are you and your child having trouble with discipline? Is your child displaying out-of-control behavior or anger issues at home or at school? We're here to help. At Sarah Reed Children's Center, we help you deal with these issues before it's too late. Don't think you're alone. Call today.
For 50 years, Value has helped you build, store, design, grow, upgrade, paint, learn, one project at a time. Krylon Color Master Spray Paint Plus Primer is a low $2.97. Save over 25%. Krylon Supermax Premium Spray Paint Plus Primer is only $3.97. Save over 30%. 50 years of DIY, one project at a time.
Thank you, Erie and all of Northwest PA, for once again choosing Humes as an Erie's Choice Award-winning dealer. And our higher volume here at Humes always enables us to offer you the very best deal. Humes has the all-new redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee Limited, leasing for only $159 a month. That's right, only $159 a month for a Cherokee with heated leather seats, blind spot avoidance, remote power, liftgate, and more. Come get yours here at Humes today. Only 9 miles south, Mill Creek Mall on Peach Street in Waterford.
From your weather authority, here's meteorologist Dan Rupp.
Good morning and welcome back here. I'm filling in for Tom DeVecchio, and we start off with our sky cam in Conneaut Lake. We have lots of sunshine right now and some high clouds, cirrus in the atmosphere, but yeah, it's muggy already and very hot out there. Live pinpoint Doppler, you'll notice we're going to have to fix that shot a little bit. But live pinpoint Doppler, we're dry right now, and we will see the rain showers. Actually, you got a full body shot of me today. Yeah, check that out. Let me step out of the camera here for a second. Am I doing some modeling this morning? No. All right, let me step out. But we do have some dry conditions for now. Like I said, we have the showers and storms up towards our north. And you can see over there in Michigan and Wisconsin, there is some lightning associated with those. But eventually, this whole thing will move down towards the south. So your temperatures right now, 73 Bradford, 82 already in Erie. So it's actually just going to keep going up. The dew point's very sultry out there. We have 70s, so uncomfortable. You want to stay definitely hydrated today and drink plenty of fluids. Put that sunscreen on if you have to be outside. Southwest winds right now, 6 to 11 miles per hour. So those will actually increase a little bit as we head through the day. So surface map right now, there's the front. We have the front that will move down towards the south. So around the evening hours is when that will really push through. Storm Prediction Center currently has us in a marginal risk for severe weather. So, you know, maybe a storm or two could give us some gusty winds, and that looks like the main threat. Don't think we're looking at much of a hail or tornado threat with this. Futurecast showing the showers and storms kind of popping up here in the afternoon hours, so that's our first chance. But they'll become more likely as we head towards sunset. You can see the coverage of these showers and storms increase around 8:46 p.m., sunset time. And then the wind shift towards the north. We get cooler air moving in, and the dew points start to go down. So feeling much more comfortable for Tuesday. Chance of a morning showers, but other than that, it looks pretty dry for Tuesday. So your forecast today in the 90s, 87 mountains, hot and sticky. Storms will become more probable late. Tonight, 60s, plenty of clouds, storms likely there, and then we have that front pretty much through the area. Cooler temperatures, clouds will start to diminish. We'll just have a chance of some morning rain there. So here's your long-range forecast, 91 to 78 degrees. We'll have a chance in the morning there, like I mentioned. Wednesday, another chance of showers and storms at 76. First day of summer already on Thursday, 77 and mostly sunny skies. And then we're warming back up there on Friday at 81 degrees. And of course, you can catch all that on Erie.com. But here's your trivia. This is a long line of strong storms that develops due to a common forcing mechanism.
All right, let's say squall line.
Yeah, I mean, that question, not too bad because there was a hint in the question. But yeah, it is a squall line. Sometimes you get that a lot with the cold fronts. We might see that today, so we'll have to keep watching out for this evening.
Interesting.
When storms develop. Yep.
I'm 2 for 2 today.
There
on
you
the
go.
trivia.
Yeah, you get a gold star. Sweet.
I'm on a roll. It's time now to meet the cutest pet of the week, thanks to Country Fair.
This picture was sent in by Michelle. Meet Bear, which is actually a kitten.
Oh, so cute. So tiny. So tiny and fluffy. You can upload a picture of your pet on our website, yourerie.com. You'll find the link on the contest page. Now, the National Safety Council released a report this month that says 742 U.S. children died of heat stroke in vehicles between 1998 and 2017.
Reed Binion shares ways companies are trying to help.
Summer is almost upon us, warmer weather heating things up, and the dangers of leaving children behind in cars can become deadly within minutes. A car can act like a greenhouse and on a hot day heat up by 20 degrees in just 10 minutes. On average, 37 children die each year after being left alone in hot cars, according to the National Safety Council. And 55% of those cases were due to a parent or caregiver accidentally leaving a child behind. But there are several companies out there that want to help remind rushed and preoccupied parents to check their back seat. One of those is General Motors. Starting with the release of the 2017 Acadia, GM has a rear seat reminder built into more than 20 of its 2017 and 2018 models. It will flash a message on your front controls and ding 5 times if the back door is opened and closed up to 10 minutes before the car starts. And the navigation app Waze has come out with a similar function. The child reminder setting will alert you to check the back seat once you've reached your programmed destination. For today's Health Minute, I'm Reed Binion.
Turning now to some economic news. Sometimes unlimited can mean very different things. Take, for example, some of the latest unlimited plans from 2 of the country's biggest wireless carriers.
Verizon recently rolled out what it calls the Above Unlimited plan, which lets you use more data before your download speeds are cut. And then there's Sprint's recent $15 a month unlimited Kickstart plan, which features tethering. That deal ended last week.
Apple's reportedly looking for ways to cut the cost of the next iPhone. The Wall Street Journal says the company is planning to use less expensive LCD displays in the majority of its next phones.
Amazon is offering more perks to Prime members who shop at Whole Foods. Discounts for Prime members are starting to show up in aisles, and Amazon is expanding delivery services out of Whole Foods stores.
And McDonald's now says it will start testing alternatives to plastic straws at some of its American locations later this year. The company is set to stock British restaurants with paper straws this fall.
Good idea.
Very good idea. Now, when it comes to flooring, it's hard to beat hardwood unless you're part of the 60% of Americans who own a pet or 2 or 3 or maybe more.
Right. So what are the best pet-friendly flooring options? David Belmondo finds out in today's Angie's List report.
Gleaming hardwood floors are a hot trend right now. Realtors say it's the best bet for selling your house, but if you have pets, big dogs in particular, you might want to steer clear. Cost is an important factor in home improvement decisions, but so is value, and pet owners should consider what abuse that new flooring can take.
Vinyl flooring can be a great option if you have pets because it's just more durable and is scratch resistant.
Laminate generally is the most scratch-resistant flooring for active families. So we're doing more and more of that in the flooring business, and we really recommend that if scratching is a big consideration.
Don't despair if you love that natural material look as much as you love your pet. Recent advances in vinyl flooring will give you the look you want and the durability you need.
The manufacturers have learned how to make it so that it looks a lot like the natural textures it's supposed to replicate, stone and wood, and they've got it right, and it's less expensive, and it's warmer to walk on in most cases.
If you go the pet-friendly flooring route, Angie says to look for textures and finishes that will help hide any pet damage. You should know how to care for the flooring to keep it looking great, so find out if it can be refinished and ask if there's a guarantee against pet damage. David Belmondo, Fox 66 News.
It is 8:48 a.m. We'll have another look at your forecast in a bit.
Also coming up on Good Day Erie, the Erie Seawolves were looking at 4 wins in a row. Could they get it before heading home? Craig Smiley will be by with sports.
At Boyer RV Center, we know that time spent with family is time well spent. So how about making lasting memories, doing the things your family loves? Fishing trips, soccer games, bike rides, picnics, road trips, campfires, and quiet times. For every family outing and everything in between, Boyer RV Center is ready to take you there. The time is right. The time is now. Come see your friends at Boyer RV Center. Online anytime at BoyerRVSales.com.
day with the chicken you love. Get the feeling of Chick-fil-A for breakfast.
I'm Larry Green at Burger & Green. I understand how devastating a motor vehicle accident can be. I've visited my clients in the hospital. I've witnessed their recovery. I've comforted families when they've experienced unimaginable loss. At Burger & Green, it's our job to get our clients the money they deserve. We fight to protect your rights. We do not charge a fee unless you get money.
Trust the name you know. Burger & Green, the injury lawyers. 1-800-999-2626.
Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride.
RAV4 is the best-selling SUV in America, fueled by legendary Toyota reliability. And with Toyota Safety Sense, all these advanced features come standard.
Pedal to the metal till the sun comes up.
Now lease a RAV for only $199 a month, or buy with 0% APR plus $750 toward your down payment, or take $2,000 cash back.
Ready, set, let's roll.
Toyota, let's go places.
And now, Fox 66 Sports with Greg Smiley.
Hey, good morning. Let's talk sports. Seawolves going for 4 in a row. We'll get to them in a minute, but let's begin by crowning the EDGA match play champ at the Colquitt Club. 12th seed Mike Wolf, 7th seed Drew Dimel, all square after 2, and on the par 3 third, Wolf for birdie, and he buries it. Dimel a chance to keep it tied with a birdie of his own, and that goes down as well. We move on to 4, all square. Wolf, lengthy putt for par, and his putt is just off the mark, and he cannot believe it. Leaves the door open for Dimel to grab the early lead. He does. He's 1 up in the match. Stays that way till 7. Wolf trying to wave his putt in, a little wide though. And once again, Dimel takes advantage and goes 2 up on the short putt to the par 5 8th. Both players found themselves chipping out of the green, and once again, Dimel had the short game going. The chip rolling to within a foot of the cup. Wolf looking at birdie to have the hole with Dimel, and his putt runs right over the right edge, drops him to 3 back. Wolf has been a back 9 guy all week long. The 10th hole, Dimel from the green side bunker on the par 4, 4 yards of green to work with, and it's perfect. Dimel would win the hole. He's 4 up through 10. How about Wolf though? Numerous chances to get back into it. Birdie for 11, just misses. On 14, almost the same length, lips out. He cannot believe it. Needing 15 to win the hole and keep the match alive. The birdie try, and yep, you guessed it, lips out again. Goodness gracious. So Dimel for par and the match, and the former Cathedral Prep and Gannon University golfer wins his 2nd career EDGA match play title, beating Mike Wolf 4 and 3 as promised. Seawolves going for a 4th straight win in their first sweep in Trenton in 4 years. How about Chad Sedio breaking a scoreless tie in the 6th with a 2-out RBI double to right. Josh Lester scores. It's 1-0, and then A.J. Simcox, and then lines in Sedio and Danny Woodrow. Simcox in with a double. It's 3-0. An inning later, Will Maddox delivers the insurance. Kyle Funkhauser and 3 relievers combine on a 4-0 shutout, should say. Erie is home tonight against Marcus Stroman and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. A Buck night at 7:05. Congrats to the Rocky Grove baseball team, our Off-Road Express Team of the Week, becoming the first team in District 10 history to win a state title in baseball. Orioles beat Camp Hill 5-4 at Penn State University's Medlar Field.
Team of the Week is brought to you by Superstore Joe at Off-Road Express. Nominate your team on the contest page at yourerie.com. Get out and play.
That's it. I'm out. Have a great Sports Monday.
Up next, we'll take a last look at your forecast and have your top headlines. Stay with us.
When you do business with Palmero Toyota, we give you our promise.
I promise to put the customer's needs ahead of everything else.
I promise to always be friendly, helpful, and assist all our customers with any of their needs.
And I promise to treat you and your vehicle with the utmost care and respect.
Palmero Toyota, located on the Conneaut Lake Road in Meadville, or 24/7 at palmerotoyota.net. Toyota makes the car. Palmero makes it fun.
You know Shriners Hospitals for Children as the place that takes care of the most complex orthopedic conditions. But we also take care of common fractures, sprains, and sports injuries. Why would you need Shriners' world-class pediatric orthopedic specialist to treat your child's simple injury?
Because we know how that injury affects your child, physically, emotionally, and socially.
For any orthopedic issue, make sure your child gets the love and care only Shriners Hospitals for Children can give.
Next time on Mike and Molly.
Let me know if your mother tells you why she tossed me out the window like an old beer can.
Does she still do that? I got her a recycling bin.
Have you heard?
You want the dirt?
No. I trust you. It's turn is turn.
Sometimes you want to be pulled up by the root like a nasty weed.
Peggy Biggs is a dirty bird.
Quit tap dancing and spill the beans.
Pull her hair. Spank her.
Well, I gotta go.
On the next Mike and Molly.
Today at 5:30 on Fox 66. From your weather authority, here's meteorologist Dan Rupp.
Hey, welcome back. We are starting the day off pretty muggy and hot. We have plenty of sunshine here in our Bob Ferrano Ford Lincoln Cam in Girard. So, yeah, it's going to be muggy all day pretty much. We have no rain in the close proximity, but we zoom out, you can see the showers and storms off towards our north. So there's a front right here. This is all going to slowly drift towards the south. Temperatures right now, 85 in Erie, 74 Meadville. Bradford is at 73 degrees. Your dew points, muggy, sultry, thick atmosphere. We have upper 60s there in Franklin. Elsewhere, lots of 70s there. Southwest winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Those will increase a little bit once we get the sun mixing up the air a tad out there. We have the front, again, towards our north. High pressure is down towards the south, but this will eventually be able to push through and actually cool us off a little bit for Tuesday. Storm Prediction Center has us in a marginal risk, the lowest of the severe categories. So this essentially means there could be an isolated storm out of the group of showers and storms that could become severe. And some of those may produce some gusty winds, I think, is the main threat. So towards the afternoon, we have a chance of some showers and storms, mainly towards the south. And then we have more coverage, you can see, with the activity towards the evening and around sunset. So showers and storms will become more likely around sunset and afterwards. And then we have a wind shift. You see the blue arrows there. That indicates we'll get some cooler air into the region. Also, our dew points will decrease, so we'll feel much more comfortable for Tuesday morning and throughout the day. So really just in the morning we have a chance of showers. The rest of the day on Tuesday looks to be dry. Today though, high temperature 91 for the lakeshore, 87 mountains, hot and sticky. Storms will become more probable late and likely after sunset. 68 there lakeshore and 63 for the mountains. And for tomorrow, 78 for a high temperature at the lakeshore, 80 inland and 78 mountains. Clouds will start to diminish and break apart, and we'll just have a chance of some morning rain. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Chance of morning rain Tuesday, 76 on Wednesday. First day of summer, it's 77 with mostly sunny skies. And another shot of some showers and storms on Saturday at 79 degrees. Elena? Oh, YourErie.com. Look at that place too.
Don't forget that.
Your turn.
Be sure to check it out. All right, here's a final look at your local headlines. First responders were involved in a search and rescue operation in the area of Route 6 and 19 near Mill Village Sunday night. We have learned that a boy was found by first responders. He reportedly refused treatment at the scene. Closing arguments are expected this morning in the homicide by motor vehicle trial involving a suspended Erie police officer. Cheryl Fry is charged with driving drunk, causing a 3-car collision and killing 57-year-old Wade Schultze. In the meantime, opening statements are expected to begin this morning for a homicide trial. Jalen Reynolds and Taisha Santiago are charged with the shooting death of 28-year-old David Tate Jr. in 2017. Finally, this morning, the auto industry continues to fuel talk about self-driving cars.
However, there's actually a bike show going on across the pond, and the Star is being billed as the first self-driving motorcycle.
That's right. The English inventor behind the riderless bike believes his model will be safer than cars, but don't expect to see riderless bikes weaving through traffic anytime soon. The prototype is mainly being used to adjust driverless car reactions to motorcycles. Pretty crazy how far technology has come.
And a bit scary. I don't know if I trust that thing yet.
There's literally nobody in that thing.
There's nobody in it.
Driving it around.
Yeah, no one should be in that because that's scary and it's going to probably fall over.
Probably fall over. That's all we have for you this morning on Good Day Erie. You can always head to our website, yourerie.com.
Yourerie.com. You know, I missed that graphic, but you know the site.
You know the site, yourerie.com. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, come on.
Have a great day, everyone.
Have a good one.